Some people walk through life feeling like they are out of place. They see patterns where others see only routine, notice signs in ordinary moments, and carry within themselves a quiet feeling that they are not here by chance. That feeling is not an illusion. It is spiritual perception. It is the reflection of something that was activated even before they were born. These individuals do not stand out for what they show, but for what they feel. From an early age, they face trials, live intensely, and over time, they discover that they are not like most people. They possess gifts, not taught, but inherited. They know things that no one has explained to them. They feel before they understand. And little by little, they begin to realize that they are not lost. They are awakening. In this video, you will discover the 9 spiritual powers that mark those who have, in fact, been chosen. They did not ask for it, but they were called. And the presence of these gifts, subtle but profound, is the clearest sign that they carry something greater. These are abilities that emerge when the soul is ready, and once awakened, there is no way to return to the ordinary. I am George. If you feel that this content speaks directly to you, follow the channel now, turn on notifications, and share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Not out of impulse, but out of recognition. The chosen ones do not need to be convinced. They simply know. And what's coming may change the way you understand your own existence. Power 1. Advanced intuitive perception. Among all the signs that indicate a true chosen one, intuition is often the first to awaken. It is not about guessing or making assumptions. It is a silent yet certain perception, an inner sense of knowing what is to come, without needing proof or explanation. The chosen ones develop a connection to something that goes beyond the 5 senses. They feel in their bodies what their souls have already understood. It is common for them to have premonitions in random moments, a sudden discomfort before entering a certain place, a strange certainty about someone they've just met, a strong feeling that they should change direction, even without an apparent reason. And when they ignore these signs, they later realize they were right all along. This intuition is not trained. It is inherited. Since childhood, many chosen ones report having sensed dangers, detected lies, or foreseen both small and major events. They don't know how to explain it, they just know. And the more they trust this inner voice, the stronger it becomes. Unlike reason, intuition doesn't need logic. It is fast, direct, and pure. It comes as a shiver, a tightness in the chest, a soft mental voice. It guides choices, prevents traps, and over time becomes a true spiritual navigation system. But it only works well for those who learn to respect it. This perception also manifests through vivid dreams and symbolic messages. The chosen one often has dreams that feel more real than reality itself. Sometimes they wake up with an answer, a direction, a warning. Others perceive signs throughout the day. Repeating numbers, unlikely encounters, objects falling at the exact moment of a doubt. Nothing is random when intuition is active. But it's not always comfortable. Intuition reveals truths that others prefer to ignore, and for that reason, the chosen often feel misunderstood. The world says one thing, but something inside them says another. And this duality requires courage. Because following intuition means walking paths that many avoid, paths that don't always have visible signs, yet lead precisely where one is meant to be. Over time, the chosen one realizes their intuition never betrays them. Even when it seems illogical, it's right. Even when everyone around doubts, it shows the way. And thus, the chosen learns to trust, not what they see, but what they feel. This power, though silent, is one of the most powerful that exist. It is what begins the journey, It is what separates the awakened from the distracted. Advanced intuitive perception is not just a gift. It is a calling to live consciously in a world where most still sleep. Power 2. Transformative empathy. Among the most intense gifts of a chosen one is empathy, but not ordinary empathy. It is transformative empathy, the ability to absorb, understand, and even relieve the suffering of others. The chosen don't just feel what others feel. They often live it emotionally, even when no word is spoken. It's as if their souls are translators of the invisible. When they enter a heavy environment, they feel the weight. When someone hides sadness behind a smile, they notice. When there's tension in the air, they absorb it before any explanation. This happens because the chosen carry an energetic sensitivity that goes beyond physical contact. They read vibrations. This power usually awakens quietly and even painfully. Many chosen ones have spent part of their lives being told they were too sensitive, too intense, or too emotional. But over time, they realize that this sensitivity is precisely what makes them unique, and also useful. People feel comfortable around them. They open up, even without intimacy. Children seek them instinctively. Animals approach them. There is a vibrational frequency of comfort and care that chosen ones emit. Sometimes simply being present brings relief. A look, a genuine listening, a touch, all of these become instruments of healing. This empathy also reveals itself as a mission. The chosen feel the call to help, to serve, to heal. Some become therapists, counselors, spiritual leaders, or simply people who, through simple gestures, deeply touch those around them. Even without titles or formal education, they are naturally sought out. But this gift, when misunderstood, can be exhausting. Many chosen ones absorb other people's pain and forget to care for their own energy. They feel unexplained fatigue, sadness that isn't theirs, constant exhaustion. That's why learning to protect their own energy is part of mastering this power. Transformative empathy isn't just a beautiful feeling. It's a bridge between souls. When active, it allows the chosen one to access deep parts of another and bring light where once there was shadow. That alone is a rare form of healing. This power transforms both the one who feels and the one who receives. And throughout the journey, the chosen learns that their sensitivity is not a weakness. It is a sacred tool, a channel through which the invisible manifests. Power 3. Active spiritual channel. The third power is one of the most remarkable among the true chosen ones: direct communication with the spiritual. Religion, belief, or external practice doesn't matter. When this gift is active, the chosen one feels they are not alone. They know that something greater is guiding, responding, accompanying them. This spiritual channel doesn't require complex rituals. Sometimes it opens in silence, in solitude, in a simple moment of daily life, a phrase that comes out of nowhere, a clear answer during prayer, a strong sense of spiritual presence during pain, or even an idea that arrives complete, as if it had been sent. Most chosen ones don't speak about this for fear of sounding strange, but many report the same things. They've heard gentle voices, had dreams with clear messages, or felt an inexplicable energy guiding their steps. Others see mental images, symbols, or codes. Each channel manifests differently. This power transforms how the chosen one lives. Decision-making stops being merely rational. Intuition aligns with external signs. The physical world blends with the spiritual in a natural way. And the chosen one learns to listen to what most people cannot perceive. Many of these signs come in crucial moments. When they are about to give up, something appears. When they feel lost, an answer arises. When they silently ask for help, a path opens. This is not luck. it is connection. This channel is also used to convey messages to others. Sometimes the chosen one feels compelled to say something, and does. And that message reaches the other person deeply, as if it were exactly what they needed to hear. Because it was. The spiritual plane speaks through the chosen ones. Over time, this gift matures. The chosen learns to trust this communication. They know it's not imagination. And when they accept this dialogue as part of who they are, they live with greater purpose, courage, and peace. This power does not make anyone superior, but it confirms something essential. The chosen ones are not here by chance, and they are not alone. Power 4. Vision beyond the visible. Not everyone sees the world in the same way. The chosen ones carry a rare gift, the ability to see beyond the obvious. This doesn't mean only seeing faces or objects clearly, but perceiving hidden intentions, invisible patterns, and messages that exist beyond matter. From a young age, many chosen ones notice something different. They sense what lies behind words. They know when someone is pretending, even while smiling. They know when a place feels heavy, even if everything seems fine on the surface. They see what hasn't been shown. This vision beyond the visible manifests in many ways. Premonitions, spontaneous mental images, symbolic dreams, and subtle perceptions. The chosen may feel a presence even when no one is around. They might have the impression of seeing a scene play out in their mind before something happens. They may recognize spiritual signs hidden in small details of everyday life. Sometimes this power is mistaken for sensitivity or imagination. But over time, the chosen realizes that these visions are directions, warnings, confirmations. They guide decisions, reveal dangers, and validate paths. To see beyond is also to recognize cycles. The chosen notices when a lesson repeats, when a pattern must be broken. They understand the messages hidden in events and know that nothing happens by chance. But this gift also demands maturity. Seeing what others ignore can bring loneliness. It can be difficult to carry truths no one else can see. That's why it's important for the chosen to learn how to handle what they see. With balance, without fear, without judgment. Seeing beyond is not a burden. It's a tool. And when used with wisdom, it makes the chosen one a beacon in the midst of darkness. Power 5. Inner mission. Calling. Every chosen one feels, at some point in life, that they are not here merely to exist. There is a quiet restlessness that accompanies them. Even if they live an ordinary life on the outside, inside they feel they were born for something greater. This calling is not ambition nor ego. It is a silent certainty that there is a mission to fulfill, something the soul recognizes, even if the mind does not yet understand. Since childhood, the chosen one wonders about the meaning of life, the reason for suffering, the purpose behind certain pains. They question systems, rules, and traditional paths. While many settle into comfort, they feel they must go further. This power manifests as an inner urgency. The chosen one feels they have something to give to the world, to heal, teach, create, inspire, or transform. Even if they try to run from it, the calling returns. It manifests as unease, existential crises, or even emotional illnesses when ignored. The mission does not have to be grand in the eyes of others. Sometimes it is quiet, discreet, but deeply transformative for those it touches. The chosen one doesn't need to be famous to be necessary. Over time, they understand that their life's difficult moments were not punishment, but preparation. Every pain, every loss, every fall shaped their soul to serve with more truth. Because the calling of a mission does not come with comfort. It comes with purpose. Answering that calling changes everything. It gives meaning to existence. aligns the heart with the spirit, and transforms pain into direction. The chosen one no longer lives by chance. They live with intention. Power 6. Silent spiritual protection. There is something curious that follows the lives of the chosen. Even amid great trials, they remain standing. They fall, yes. They get hurt, suffer, lose their way. But they don't stay down. There is always something invisible protecting them, something that prevents them from being destroyed. This power is called silent spiritual protection. It doesn't appear as grand miracles, but as coincidences that save, intuitions that steer away from danger, no's that later reveal themselves as divine protection. It's as if a greater force constantly surrounds them. Many chosen ones, when they look back, realize how many times they narrowly escaped. A delay that prevented an accident. A friendship that ended and later revealed itself as toxic. A problem that took them out of a place that would soon become a disaster. These are clear signs that something greater is guiding their steps. This protection also manifests in moments of deep pain. Even when everything seems to collapse, there is an inner strength that prevents them from giving up. They feel a presence, a force, a peace with no logical explanation. And that's what keeps them going. The chosen one doesn't always understand why they face so many battles. But over time, they realize that protection doesn't exempt them from pain. It only preserves them for something greater, because they have a role to fulfill. This gift does not mean life will be easy. It means that even in the worst moments, they are not alone. There is something that keeps them from sinking, something that supports them when no one else can. And this protection is not only for them. Many chosen ones become protection for others as well. Through their presence, words, and energy, they prevent silent disasters. They become invisible shields for those around them. For those who were protected, eventually learn to protect. Power 7. Spiritual sense of justice and return. The seventh power that manifests among the chosen ones is a deep spiritual sense of justice. But it's not about revenge or human law. It's something more subtle, more elevated, the awareness that everything returns. Every action, word, intention, and thought inevitably comes back to its origin. And the chosen one feels this truth in their own skin. From an early age, many chosen ones realize they can't lie without consequences. When they make mistakes, even unintentionally, they feel the weight of it intensely. Sometimes the return is almost immediate. This happens because the universe works with them on a different level. Faster, more direct, more instructive. This gift forces them to live in truth. They cannot misalign without feeling it. When they do something wrong, their very energy field becomes disordered. They lose peace, clarity, strength. On the other hand, when they act with a pure heart, the universe responds generously. Doors open, subtle miracles happen, synchronicities become frequent. The chosen one knows they are being watched spiritually, not out of fear, but awareness. They feel their journey carries greater consequences. Every decision vibrates farther. That's why they become more and more responsible, learning to measure their words, intentions, and actions. They live with heightened presence. Power 8. Reception of spiritual codes. There are moments when the chosen one feels that something has reached them without words, as if they had received a package of information, a sudden clarity, an answer they didn't even know they needed. This phenomenon is known as spiritual download, or reception of energetic codes. This power is invisible but deeply felt. The chosen one may be alone, in silence, in contact with nature, or going through a moment of great emotion. And then they feel a wave of energy, a shiver, a presence. And along with it, a clear idea, a deep understanding, or an inexplicable sense of certainty. This gift is a bridge between the subtle and material planes. The chosen serve as channels through which these codes flow. Often, what they receive is not only for them, they are visions, inspirations, directions that will later need to be shared with others through speech, writing, art, or presence. It is common for the chosen one to receive these codes when they are ready for a new stage, as if the universe were saying, "Now you can know this. Now you can handle this." These moments may be brief, but are deeply transformative. They mark shifts in consciousness, internal healing, and important revelations. The body also reacts. Sometimes it brings chills, tears, or a strong urge to change something in life. Other times, there's an uncontrollable impulse to create, teach, write, or build something new. It is the code manifesting itself. Power 9. Collective spiritual activation. The ninth power, and perhaps the most impactful, is that of spiritual activation of others. The chosen ones do not awaken alone. They carry within them an energy that awakens those around them. Even without realizing it, their presence causes movement. This gift is subtle but powerful. When a chosen one enters a place, something shifts. People begin to reflect more, question old patterns, and seek deeper meaning. Some feel uncomfortable, as if being exposed. Others feel immediately connected, comforted, awakened. This activation doesn't occur through forced words or attempts to convince anyone. It happens through vibration. The chosen one's energy field carries information. Those who are ready receive it. Those still asleep resist it. But no one remains indifferent. For this reason, it's common for chosen ones to attract confused, lost people looking for guidance. They feel, even without understanding, that the chosen one can help them. And they can, because simply being near someone awakened opens inner portals in those around them. This power manifests strongly in times of transition. When the world is in crisis, the chosen ones become beacons. Their words gain strength. Their gestures heal. Their choices inspire. And through all this, they activate the dormant spiritual memory in others. Often, the chosen one doesn't even realize how much they impact others. But later, someone returns and says, "That conversation changed my life." Or, "After meeting you, I started seeing the world differently." That is activation. The most beautiful aspect of this gift is that it does not impose, does not boast, does not seek applause. It happens in silence, in the gaze, in the example. It is the spirit, recognizing spirit. The chosen one who understands this power knows their life is not only their own. Their journey is also a call to awaken others. And so, they continue, even in silence, even alone, because they know, when one awakens, many awaken together. Throughout this journey, we have revealed the 9 spiritual powers that dwell within the true chosen ones. These gifts are not mere talents or coincidences. They are ancient codes, divine seeds planted within specific souls, who were sent to earth with a mission, to awaken, align, and transform. If you have made it this far, it is very likely that one of these codes is already active within you, or about to manifest. These are not ordinary gifts. They are signs of a spirit that has been prepared over many lifetimes. People who carry these powers live differently, even when they try to fit in. They feel more, they suffer more, they perceive more. The world may call them sensitive, intense, or dramatic. But deep down, they are simply more awake. They see what others ignore. They hear what others don't. They feel what no one else perceives. These powers do not appear all at once. They reveal themselves over time as the chosen one walks, matures, and accepts their true nature. Intuition is often the first sign. Then comes the empathy that heals, the dreams that guide, the synchronicities, the spiritual touches, the silent messages. At some point, the person realizes they are not here just to live. They are here to fulfill something greater. But these gifts come at a cost. Carrying light in a world that insists on darkness can be painful. Being sensitive in a noisy environment or deep in a superficial world is challenging. That's why many chosen ones face crises, losses, rejection, and loneliness. Yet every pain has a purpose: to strengthen the spirit so the gift can blossom with wisdom. What makes you chosen is not what you know, but what you feel and experience, even when you cannot explain it. It's the way something vibrates inside you when you hear a profound truth. It's the chill that appears without reason. It's the feeling of, "I've always known this," even though you've never read it anywhere. That is not coincidence. That is spiritual memory being activated. Now more than ever, the world needs the awakened. Those who feel, who connect, who heal through their very presence. If you carry these gifts, do not bury them. Do not hide them. Use them. Honor them. Share them. Your gift was not given to be kept, but to be light in someone's darkness. And if there was still any doubt, it's gone. You were chosen. And this video was just a reminder. Your soul already knew. Now follow the channel, turn on notifications, and share this with someone who also needs to awaken. Now I want to know, which of these gifts has already manifested in your life? Leave it here in the comments. Let's continue this conversation together.